Hello everybody, welcome to Reviews channel. Today I'm introduce a new project. It's URunit. It's a new era in gaming industries. The only gaming platform 100% managed by communities. Players control the host of the game and carry most of the profit. Of express zero lies is its bonus is 50% and in 2 days and 21 house. Okay. What you can watch overview is project is click here. Okay, how it works. Standard news is player. The game is poker and more games. Other gaming platforms in casinos. With player control is very things. Absolutely tell is all games, category, quicker rooms, tournaments, slot machine, lost terriers, etc. In casinos are controlled by the players themselves. Each game is hosted by game changer. Choose game listings. The player determines parameters of the game determines he is hosting and becomes the owner of the game for the time being. Let's say each game is less to one to players for no first fee. Like slowly, the easiest way to give user opportunities to become the owner of the game is draws the loss. Drawings are held automatically. The winner sold by a small piece is URunit token to cancel his, her, or hers price to all the games. Each force monitoring the moderations. During its release, the owner of the game not only monitors what is going but also performs basic functions as moderator. Its profit. At the end of the period, the owner of the game recover most of the profit generated in his lease. The most often the user play and the bigger is best, the higher of the ranks, and the higher is player than more, the more chance he has become owner of the game. As a features, what a player can do with his right to host a game. He can host a game and cover as the profit generated during his lease. He can sell his right to other players fixed by auction as a lottery. He can use this right as a bet or buy-in for some games. What a player can do with his ranks. He can sell his rank to other players fixed price automatically as lotteries. He can use his rank as best buy-in for some games. Previous games. even if can create his own previous game and gives the access to them to his friends and acquaintances. Also resume as accessibility only innovations. It's a sport. 17% of all URunit token collected by platform used in daily, weekly, and monthly report stores. Every user you deposit certain amount of URunit token to his account or has a certain range variables for that sport. The first gaming platforms with a constantly decreasing amount of tokens. URUN tokens used during the ICO are the only token which will be used by URunit. Most URUN token will be issued as ICOs. 0.5% of every transaction on the platform makes it URUN token is run. Concise URUN token issue for the platform transaction processing. Each running process is used by smart contract on blockchains. It's been the number of URUN token variables which constantly decrease. Why shall you buy your URUN tokens? It is limited offer. It is the cost drawings, compliant with regulations, content demand for tokens, and technical excellence. Not only the programmers who develop our URUN smart contracts, we has over 3 years of experience in blockchain solutions, but also high clarity and security of smart contracts was confirmed by the technical audits conducted by best specialists in the blockchain security. URunit is actually going to big things. Years experience, we have extra teams and everything in on solutions. No one seen this before. Number of user source and algorithmic interest in the pumps. Okay, don't miss any unnecessary style in emails. As Christie's commits. Okay. In roadmap SE Equator 2017 market design and development of URunit platform consists committing the teams in Quarter 4 2018 in 2017 confirmation of supplier interest in the platform and Quarter 4 being as a platform development in 2018 is Quarter 1st reference of public sale and development smart contracts and Quarter 2nd close pre-sales and is Quarter 2nd and Quarter 3rd ICO stage is the ICO marketing and compare ICOs from first quarter to fourth quarters. The token is introduced to major scheduled events from Q3 2018 to Q4 2019, acting on all the requests recently and executions. In first quarter 2018, in Q1 of 2019, the alpha version the platform and the beginning of existing among layers. Alpha's version allow deposit, withdraw only cryptocurrency and URUN tokens. In first quarter 2019, this with a version of the platform signing contract with the game developer integration of deposit and withdrawal in fiat currency. In 2020, first quarter launch of the platform with basic set of the game and easily to the European market. Thus, daily, weekly, and monthly sports drawings. In second quarter, addressing and expanding the catalog the games release of the platform to the Asia and US market. In quarter 3, release of the mobile version of the platform for iOS and Android, and incorporation of central culture game and game of skill. In the quarters, iteration of game from the third-party developer meaning of esports, platform development, and its integration into existing infrastructures. In first quarter 2020 and beyond, further development of the platform and increase of its market share in the gaming market, games catalog transitions or to blockchain. Okay, platform development. Okay, is regulations and login to URunit, access dashboard and supplies platform modules. URunit as management is analysis, security, banking, and marketing, and customer service, and blockchain integration, developer sandbox, and API opens as platform educates and for very fair supply and the games. Tokens holder and benefits. Base leasing and trading ranks is the game currency in crypto exchange in game testing before release. Its platform's wide pushing certain demand increase daily just sports, which is just sport and money just sports. Leadership and ambitions and Roman Skulkowski, CEO, founder, CEOs, Massachusetts CEO, founder, and CMOs. Leonid Rubin, CEO, founder, and COOs. Okay, the team. More information in the website. Okay, team appearing is unknown options by the international forex as HP, Sales Cards, and Matches, Microsoft, Mercedes, and SE, Orange, and Leader. Each token sales. All each token is URUN. Token agent rate 1 URUN as 0.00125 Ethereum is 1 Ethereum as 800 URUNs. Total number of tokens available is 80 million, and total number of tokens for sale is 60 million. and million growth. Its token is 4 million token and maximum gold. Each hashtag is 60 million tokens. Octopus currency is automatic. Ethereum and manually is Bitcoin. It's Litecoin, Whisper and last. And now each project is price rounds. It's from oh it's from July to August, and I sell rounds in September to October 2018. Token distributions are 75% for public sales is 7% for ratio from of platform development is 6% for founder and 5% for team and 2% for a visual and 5% for multi. User for use files 30% for platform development and infrastructures, 45% for marketing and 5% for lead generation and listening, and 15% for stabilization files and 5% for co-using service. It's no pump and dumps. Its first token is frozen for 2 years, and chain token are frozen for 1 year. Our rating EQ storage is 81 per 100, and ISO band is 4.6 per 5, and ISO calendars is 5 per 5. ISO hold is 4.1 per 5. Okay. You can more information in the document is whatever presentation on Fiverr to consider arguments, terms of use and privacy policies. And subscribe is friend is Twitter and Facebook. Okay, thank you everybody, and you can wish me join in this project, and good luck.